Hello, my dear listeners, and those of you who are watching this episode. My name is Paula Mugisa. I'm the team lead and founder of Tessa Advisory Services. Thank you for tuning in. This episode is proudly sponsored by The Lounge at the Works at Latitude Zero Hotel in Makindye. This is episode 4 of the business tool workshop titled Me, I Am My Business. This is an episode about why it is important that you and your business are two separate entities. We also talk about why you should invest in legal business structures and some of the systems that can support you to be independent from your own business. As with each episode, I'm going to give you the what, so a story or example, the work, the exploration I want you to do to discover some answers, and a tool that you can use to record and extract practical activities that you can implement today. Legally and in theory, the first step to separate you from your business is by registering your business as a separate entity with its own identity. But first, let us go on a bit of a tangent into some serious talk. I want to start this episode with a disclaimer that is my own personal belief, which hopefully will put the entire message in perspective. When you attempt to operate under the radar with the convenience of applying minimal effort, you also automatically cap the potential outcome of your efforts. Yes, I said it. Do less and be less. Anyone who knows me knows that if I decide to exert myself in any activity, I typically decide to apply myself fully, to give the most I can and reap a significant reward. The purpose behind this remark is that I notice a lot of our businesses in Uganda prefer to sell their products and services in an informal manner, not under a specific registered business or legal entity, without any specialization, niche, or unique products or services. Yes, I know there are perks of operating a business off the cuff in an ad hoc, laissez-faire kind of way, at the top of which is lower costs. However, I wonder if cost avoidance in the short term outweighs the benefit of paying the cost of not structuring your business in the long term. Like, who told us that small business means small thinking? Small in business terms is used to describe how many employees you hire and how much revenue you earn. That is it. It doesn't mean operating under the radar with little ambition. This is a random example because I watch a lot of Food Network. But have you guys watched Diners, Drive-Ins and Dives? For those of you who have not, it's this food show where Guy Fieri drives across America looking for these small restaurants that serve amazing food. I can guarantee you small is only a description used to illustrate their size. That is, the number of people that they can seat and serve. But if you look at the passion, skills, and ingredients these people put in their food and the customers who drive for miles to eat there, then you start to understand the real perks of fully applying yourself to any business venture. I believe life is designed to give the most to those who go out to give the most. I'm wary in business or otherwise of those who expect to slyly give in a way that is convenient for only them and expect to get benefits that prioritize them. If you know in your heart that this is what you typically attempt to do, let me save you time. This episode is not for you. Let us now have a quick chat about legal business structures. Even if you're a one-man show, reserve your name, which automatically means you are registered sole proprietorship. The current cost is about 50,000 shillings. Pay taxes under your individual personal TIN, sell all your goods and services under this business name, and build a portfolio of products and services that we can associate to your business name. This will help build brand recognition and hopefully later on brand reputability. Yes, it's work and money, without a doubt, but work that is rewarding when you exert yourself and achieve positive outcomes that further advance you and those close to you. Please note, I am not a big advocate of sole proprietorships, though it's much better than completely operating under the radar. Personally, I believe a business must have potential for scalability for me to be inspired to be involved with it. It should have the ability to grow from humble beginnings to serving multiple customers, at least nationally, regionally, or internationally after a few years of operating successfully in its niche market. To do this, you will typically have to be a private limited company by liability with shareholders, directors, and a board. So why not register to be a limited company from the start? The current business cost to hire a professional to do this is about 500,000 shillings. So for less than $200 and in less than a week, you can have a business name, your articles and memorandums of association, identifying your partners and directors, the nature of your business and your initial share capital, as well as a certificate of incorporation. You will find that you'll need your certificate of incorporation to get a TIN, a trading license, office space, a bank account, business phone numbers, and almost any other business documentation or tool that you require for business operation. I would like to pause here and also say that even if you register your business as a separate entity, it does not mean your clients and staff will perceive you as separate. The harder work starts here. You need to develop a standard for the average work process you go through from proposing your products and services to a customer to closing them and finally delivering your products and or services. You also need to identify the gaps and opportunities. This is every step that you plan to do yourself or are already doing that can be automated, delegated, or assigned to an external service provider to save either time or money or both. Immediately begin to identify equipment and external service providers that can reliably fill in these gaps and turn them into opportunities for efficiency. Recruit part-time or full-time staff for attitude first, and then experience in your industry who will shadow your work. I know I have personally, in many cases, feared to disappoint the client or drop the ball and end up swooping in to correct a mistake that has been done by an employee, because I perceive talking to my employee about it will slow down the work. In most of the cases, this has only led me to doing a lot of work that I had someone else to do, set a negative precedent between me and those I work with, and encouraged our clients to only want to deal with me. A lot of the time, if a client has awarded you a contract, it's because they believe in your business's ability to execute. Do not be anxious to explain to them that you're training a capable team of people and setting up systems that can operate independently in your absence. Assure the client that while there might be a few mistakes, you'll provide constant oversight, and this will not majorly affect the planned deliverables. I recognize this is easier said than done, especially for businesses that may just be starting out and need all the income, but it is the right course of action. Our tool for this episode is our business investigation tool called 4 Steps to Developing a System-Dependent Passive Income Business. We have also added a link in the show notes to the URSB business registration page to guide you further on what legal business structures are available to you in Uganda and what they can offer you as a business owner. This wraps up today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Go out there and do things differently and be exceptional. God bless you.